It's Marche, your impatient oracle, and we got the building blocks today. I don't know why we got blocks, but we got blocks. Somebody's like obsessed with blocks. So, okay, that's interesting. It's an awareness deal. But if you found me, you're a powerhouse or a lighthouse or a toad. Me and the slug still in a deadlock. We in the middle of a ceasefire. I don't know if it's gonna go through. Which one should we start with? That one. Somebody likes to play Jenga. That's what it is. Okay, okay, okay. Ugh. Yeah, I be having to come over here. I don't have like a story right now to tell y'all. I just actually I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of think men are fascinating creatures, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Cause they just it, I don't know how to explain it without sounding like low key a little bit rude or like a mad scientist that's completely off their rocker. All right, what are we doing today? What's going on today? I men are funny. That's my point. Cause you like now, cause you're sitting over there and you're wondering like, well, what would cause that? What would spur that? And it's like I'm not gonna tell you. I caught 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Somebody ascended. Like they're sitting in more spiritual awareness than they were before. Because when people say they've ascended, they think it's like some magical thing where you float up in the sky and God specifically recognizes you and only you. And it's like, no, you're just extreme. Like you're more aware than you were before. Shit, you might have. I hate putting it like this. It might be like your spiritual gifts are like more online than before. You know what I mean? And my ear started ringing. All right, one more. Yeah, I laid odds on the King of Pentacles in my deck. Oh well. All right, what are we doing today? I heard having fun. Okay, coming out your head. I'm like so hungry. You might be mirroring somebody right now. Ooh, okay. Tell me more. Okay. You stop fighting it. Oh. Ha ha ha. Interesting. Uh huh. That makes sense. All right. So with that 9 of Swords, can you see it? You can kind of see it. So with that 9 of Swords, you coming out of your head about a decision that needs to be made because you're battling yourself with a bunch of fucking repressed thoughts about somebody, which could be that Queen of Cups in reverse. You might be realizing that whatever this family is, this happy family, this Ten of Pentacles that you want so desperately, you're not gonna get with this Queen of Cups in reverse because they said because of their own self imposed limitations. So this Queen of Cups might have a habit of living in only living in the fantasy of whatever this is and whatever fantasy they want for their life versus the reality of the Ten of Pentacles. But you're coming out of your head about a decision that needs to be made. What's this decision? Why is this Two of Pentacles out here? Oh shit, we gonna turn it into Baddies Australia? Ooh, the bullshit is never fuck. If you've been rocking with me for a minute, you know the bullshit ain't never far. It ain't never far. There are obstacles here. No, I'm gonna leave it in my hand. So this decision could be about dumping. So my brain is saying because of the Pentacles right here, it could be dumping out friendships, dumping out family members, dumping out what? What do you mean? You might have cut off people for this Queen of Cups because in your mind you saw that you had forever with this person. This person was supposed to be your forever person. So you cut off friends, you cut off family, you cut off mentors, you cut off like an aunt or uncle, you cut off people who didn't understand your relationship per se. See, you see how the Devil card is just completely on top of the Queen of Cups now, but you're still having repressed thoughts about who you could have that Ten of Pentacles with. It could be a friend. Why the Baddies Cup out here? You're moving on to calmer waters. 183 is significant. 115 is significant. 915 is significant. So like September 15th, January 15th. Um, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing like October 3rd, even though that's in 18. 9318 is significant. So anyway, why is the Hermit on top of the Devil card? Like I said, the person, whoever this Queen of Cups was, this might be you. But then again, y'all know I put y'all as the most powerful person out here. So that Queen of Cups ain't you. Or you might identify as the Queen of Cups. You know where you fall in this situation. They're trapped in their own limiting beliefs. Like there's like a self-imposed limitation here. Regarding what? What a family should look like? Why is this Three of Pentacles in the reverse? Because something is telling me that y'all just cut off, like y'all cut off people. Well, y'all seen that fly out. Okay, it's upright. It's like I'm looking at this and it's like there are more options than you anticipated. Regarding what? Friends, family, ideas. But to me, these two things don't coincide. You know what I mean? Okay. Why is the Hermit on top of the Devil card? I'm looking where the roads intersect instead of diverge. Well, y'all see how that happened. So you're coming out of your own limiting beliefs. You have a renewed sense of hope. Like, well, I mean, it's not the Star card, but like that's what I'm getting from this. It's like everything is in front of me. Everything's ahead of me. So you're coming out of Hermit. That's why Hermit's on his side. Why is the Ten of Pentacles out here? So 11 Wands. You closed out this cycle, but what is the cycle? Oh, you got a bunch of friends up. Okay. So you cut off a lot of friends. You cut off a bunch of people that are stuck in limiting beliefs that would rather live in a fantasy of what's going on. And then when they tell, like, when you start to like move toward or like go chase after your big dreams that I'm not gonna lie, like aren't big, like they're everything is possible. Like you want to be the next Beyonce, you can be yourself. You can't be Beyonce because Beyonce is already Beyonce. But whenever you want to do this huge thing, you go after it and you cut off all the people who are like, no, you can't do that or don't do that, or you could be doing everything else instead of that one thing you want to do. That's why that Baddies Cup is out here. Cause you can't tell me this don't look like Baddies Australia to you. And with the wig, come on now, come on. Shit, we might see the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Cup because the people around you were weak as fuck, including that Queen of Cups. That could be like an ex-wife, that could be a baby mama, that could be your mom, that could be your aunt, that could be your cousin, that could be your sister. Whoever that Queen of Cups is in the reverse, they were a big proponent in your life. So it sounds like you distanced yourself from them. Ha! I'm so hungry. You hungry? Yo, we gonna have to eat after this, or take this video with you while you go get something to eat. Ah! What's next? Rebirth. Somebody knows a guy that has rebar. So like Abbott Elementary is significant. Cause I see Melissa saying, you need rebar? I know a guy that could get you some rebar. And it's like Melissa. Or remember when she got the eggs and they were supposed to be chickens, but they were a bunch of snake eggs? The shit was hilarious. It's like a funny mix up. Whoa. Funny mix up or mishap. I be needing to slow down. You probably needed to slow down to see yourself too. All right. So you're no longer burdened. You got everybody from up and around you. You had a death and transformation. This is a whole rebirth. I keep looking at the Page of Wands. Like I just can't stop looking. I can't, like, you see how she's looking up? It's like there's a newness. There's a bloom that's about to come into play, come into effect. You felt like you had nothing to offer. You had to They said you had to gain your confidence back. You had to really see yourself to proceed forward. To proceed forward effectively and efficiently. What's next? Why? Why is the Queen of Wands out here in reverse? Because to me, it's in. Y'all see it? Y'all can't see it in my hand. To me, it's indicative of obstacles and clouded judgment. So whoever this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands is, it might be two separate women. It might be a fire sign. It could be a water sign like Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Clouded your judgment. So this person could have water and fire signs in their chart. They contradict. Why am I hearing that? Somebody's rolling about with their AC on full blast. I could just hear it. Why? Let me look real quick. Please enjoy the stylings of elevator music that I don't know how to just randomly put in. Ah, okay. Fuck. Alright, I be having to run around and do shit so I don't get cussed the fuck out. Cloud of judgment. You closed out this fucking cycle. Holy shit. Like when I tell you I was running around the house and it's like sometimes the divine got your back so bad. It's just like, yeah, go fix that. We're not dealing with this today either. But yeah, one thing, like I'm a proponent of you can't be upset about the light bill when you leave no less than three lights on. Okay, so there's that. I be just me. See the little quick mini celebration of not getting cussed the fuck out. All right, where are we going with this? Why was your judgment clouded? Why is the Queen of Wands in reverse? Somebody out of balance benefited from you not having your judgment clear, not having like not being decisive and very clear about what you needed or wanted going forward. Because when you're whoever this is, when they're being dishonest or when they play games about what they want or need, you can't effectively or adequately go forward. What am I trying to say? You can't adequately ask for what you need when what they want out of the relationship as well isn't clear. That's how you get that push and pull shit, that runner chaser dynamic, that playing game shit, that we together but we not together type shit. That's how you get that instead of this clear cut I want to be with you type shit. Because when you have a label on somebody or you're with somebody, boundaries become very clear. Does that make more sense? What's next? A new beginning. Ah, see? Lack of clarity. I just heard the fucking truck leave from the driveway. When I tell you I was sitting there stressed the fuck out, I'm like, oh shit. That's why you like had to run around and shit. And it's like when your parents come home and you ain't take the chicken out the freezer because like you literally forgot. When in reality, I feel like our parents could have took that out the day before and let it completely thaw in a refrigerator. But I have a degree in hospitality. What do I know? They just wanted to pass the buck of blame. And that might be what that relationship was. Like they always passed the buck of blame on you. Everything was always your fault. But you ended out the cycle and you got a new one beginning. 21 is significant, or like 210. December 21st is significant. Because I'm thinking about 1221. Oh my God. I'm so hungry. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I really like going to hibachi places for lunch because it's just better. It's like you could walk up in there. It's not it's crowded or chaotic. Only like to go in crowded and chaotic places when there are reservations. And then like you just sit and it's like a nice little calm lunch deal. And then you leave. Versus being like it being dinner and everyone like taking photos and videos and it's like you've seen this 27 times. Do you need to take a video of the onion smoking again? anyway, anyway, you got victory and success coming your way because you closed out the cycle. You see how that fell on the top of Ten of Pentacles? Cause I be just throwing shit down and see where it land. What's next? What's next? You coming out of heartbreak. So this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands in the reverse had you in your head and second guessing and being indecisive because whatever your relationship was wasn't clear. Tell me more. You're coming out of heartbreak because that Three of Swords is in the reverse. We laying eyes on this again. The Strength was in the reverse. So you weren't strong to like you weren't strong enough to cut this off for a while. Four of Swords, because the Ace of Swords and blah. You know what I mean. Four of Swords. So you were restless for a long period of time. You were wandering around aimlessly trying to figure out what to do while also being deceptive and weak about it. You might have knew this person, whoever these people are in the reverse were. You knew who they were. You knew they were lying to you. It was just easier to bury your head in sand. But full circle moment. You got a new beginning coming, whether you see it or not, whether you know it or not, or low key whether you like it or not, because the divine has a. Just told you someone was deceptive. King of Pentacles in reverse also means somebody's typically being deceptive. Somebody likes listening to the rain when they're in the bed. Because, like, do you hear it? I can't really come too much closer. Yeah, what I was saying. The divine has a way and a habit of moving people out the way when they no longer want them people in your life. So if you're wondering why your relationships go to hell, you're withdrawn, you're not buying anything that they're trying to offer you, you don't want to be around them anymore. Like, you're not supposed to be around them anymore. You've outgrown them. You might be still trying to be in a, you might be trying to fit into a box that you've outgrown. 478 is significant. 347 is significant. 189 is significant. Did y'all see that? Why? You had to get creative about your new beginning. Because sometimes you're in a situation where you can't immediately get away from the people that you need to be away from. Like, let's say you live with your family because, like, you simply don't make enough to move out on your own. You had to get creative about your new beginning. Mentally. Like, can I even do this? Is this even possible? But whatever the fuck this is, with this lack of interest and this lack of vigor and this lack of lust for life, like, it's not that way anymore. You picked yourself the fuck up. You got fucking creative. And you cut the fucking, they said you're boundless. Somebody likes that story, like Boundless Woman or something like that. And then they compared the one woman to the other one and they say she's a bound woman. I don't lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't subscribe to that type of rhetoric, and I don't like the story in itself because people have different survival tactics. You do whatever you want. Queen of Swords in reverse, because we just looked at it. Somebody's bitter and angry. If it's gonna come out, it's gonna come out. But you got victory and success coming, and apparently you got a Ten of Pentacles coming that you don't see. It's behind a victory, all because you took a chance on yourself, got creative, and took your leap of faith with your new beginning, because you closed out the cycle with these old fucking people. And if they are not removed out of your life, the divine is about to work their way out. Trust and believe. Go forward with faith. Okay. They just be telling me shit and I just be like, okay. Do I be knowing what the fuck it mean in the moment? No, but justice is ruling in your favor. Anyway. Because if it's gonna come out, it's gonna come out. What's next? Somebody likes the Book of Revelation. Somebody likes lambs. LAMBS. Somebody eats lamb chops. Did y'all see that Happy Family card? I'm about to sneeze. Thank you. Anyway. Happy Family card. Only took it out because I seen it. My stomach is growling so loud. And it's like my body just be demanding food. And I'm like, bro, I fed you yesterday. What more do you want from me? You demand to eat every single day. And it's just like, body, please, just leave me alone for 10 minutes. And it's always demanding shit. But I can't be upset because I'm just as fucking demanding. It drives me fucking insane. Like, why do I always have to decide what the fuck to eat, you know? But this happy family card is out here. You about to find your fucking headache, whether that's a man or a woman. You about to be happy as fuck. See? See? And it's about to be a stable fucking offer. 8. What's 8 plus 4? 12? What's 12? Hangman. You were stuck for a long time, see? You were mentally stuck, but you're moving fucking forward. You took that leap of faith because, again, you closed out the cycle. You had your full circle moments. You learned your lessons. You atoned for your sins. I don't know what rhetoric you need to tell yourself to go forward with happiness and peace because this new beginning is coming. Because, yes, it is the divine, but yes, it's also statistics and luck of the draw and probability, too. The message can go either direction with what's in here. I just got a bunch of damn honks. That's so funny. You got a stable offer coming. It's money, it's family, it's happiness. Happiness, growth, courage, and success are coming to your face, whether you like it or not. You didn't stand your ground with these people for a long time. Stop whooping your own ass for it. Stop beating your own self for whatever you took in the past. What's done is done. What's in the past is in the past. That's it. You can't go back in time because if we did, yeah. Y'all already know what I was gonna say. We would have been, bro would have been gone. There would be no more Cheetos in the palace, okay? Treaty of Versailles. See, this was a painful ending and it came out anyway. Who y'all got bitter and in their feelings? Because mind you, every queen has come out in reverse. So this might be a lot of feminine energy. It could be like a wounded masculine that lean too much into their feminine. I hate this. They might be a little extra. I don't know how to put it. Like they lack emotional regulation and emotional maturity. Like, don't get me wrong, women can like that too, but it comes out in different ways. It's just like when a man is passive aggressive. I hate that shit. Like they're passive aggressive and they try to punish you versus coming to your face to be direct. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like women could be the same way. Like, but then again, it's more socially acceptable for women to be passive aggressive, which pisses me off too, because it's just like if we could just talk about the problem openly, we could just fix the fucking problem openly instead of you trying to punish the other. Anyway, I'm on my soapbox. 18 swords. Somebody's having repressed thoughts. Somebody's stuck in their mind. 19. Somebody's in despair because the additional sword of the queen. Mind you, the moon card is still right there. Somebody's bitter and angry about like they feel like they should have stood their ground against you, but they're trying to block this new beginning. You see everything trying to flow this way that's good, including like the emotional, like it's the baddie's cup, but it's upright. You have a renewed sense of purpose. You had emotional upheaval. Especially whenever this decision was that you made and closed out the cycle, we still see 3 pentacles. You got a victory and celebration coming regardless. We lay eyes on that 3 of cups, even though that 3 of cups was also for me in the moment too. Cause child, I can't stand getting cussed out. Whoever this past person is, or this person in your life that's this Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups in the reverse, they probably be cussing your ass out. It was probably a painful ending for them too. They're going to do everything to block whatever this newness is. They might do anything to sabotage this relationship because it's like, if I can't have you, nobody can deal. It was a painful ending. You see how they still reaching out? They feel like if they reach out to you every time, you're going to come back because they want everything you had to offer, but not give you anything. They want your stability. They feel like they're owed being sat down on a throne when, oh, I hate saying this, when they're not worthy of it. Or they're not worthy of your throne is what I should say. Because somebody could sit them down to not say like they're not worthy of any throne. But it's just not yours. Y'all aren't compatible. Your goals and values don't coincide or align. They're ignoring the reality of the situation. I need to drink more water so I'm not fucking hungry. Because I can trick my body into making it leave me alone. Somebody's childish because that tune was a mess. Normally, I rhyme better than that. Why is this 10 of swords out here? Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Yep. Because it's in the reverse. What is this, 20 swords? Yep. This was an extremely painful ending. This might be somebody like you used to buy their haircuts or you get their hair done, get their nails done, make sure you take them out to eat, take them on trips. Like, whoever this was, y'all was globetrotting, y'all was having fun. You did everything for this person. You took care of this person. But they benefited from the less healed version of you. Because I hate that low vibrational shit. That shit is just irritating. It's irritating to me because it's othering language. It's us versus them language. And when you have othering language, it becomes dehumanizing. And when you dehumanize someone, people justify being harmful to them. And I don't like that kind of rhetoric. Therefore, I'm not going to perpetuate it. Anyway, because like I need to give those caveats because I don't like it. I'm not gonna say your plate's low vibrational. I'm not gonna say you're low vibrational. It's just sometimes you repeat patterns, and once you see the pattern, either you're gonna bury your head in sand and ignore it, or you're gonna call it out within yourself. You don't need to post it on the internet when you call yourself out for clicks and views if you want to knock yourself out. But you don't have to do that because of the shame that you inevitably feel. And once you call it out, you can correct it. So when you see it again in another person, you say, you know what? No, I'm standing my ground. I'm holding my boundaries, and I will know. I choose to choose different. Does that make more sense? You're choosing different. You're intentionally being better. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. People gonna be mad regardless. That's why your spirit team, divine ancestors, God, Allah, Krishna, the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, because that shit's real too. They put that shit under judgment. You put it under judgment. You put yourself under judgment. You've always been under judgment because you probably didn't have a good childhood growing up. Something tell me this Queen of Swords might be your mother or a maternal figure in your life or a matriarch. It could be a grandma, it could be an auntie too, or a big cousin. But you're moving past it. The trumpets. Somebody really likes the Book of Revelation. How are we moving forward? You want to move forward with tradition. You want a traditional family. I mean, that's fine. You do whatever you want, bro. Or sis. Or big cuz. I don't know. This is the Godfather. You're moving forward sitting in your own power. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? Because you feel like you still have nothing to offer or you're not stable enough. You were a sad boy. You might have been manipulative too. You might have been swinging your wand all around. I'm looking at the lack of financial stability, and then I'm looking at you not sticking up for yourself. They benefited from you being spineless. Whoever these people are in the reverse, they benefited from you being in reverse. But when you found your power, you started going toward this new beginning. You started going towards stability. You started going towards whatever happy family you want, this whatever traditional life and love that you want, because you closed out the cycle, because you took this leap of faith when it seemed crazy, when every choice seemed like an illusion. When all these friends pretended to be your fucking friend, you still went the fuck forward anyway. You still went forward. That's why you got victory and success coming. And your 10 of Pentacles coming because you had a rebirth. It was intentional. Everything you do is intentional. I'm proud of you for that shit. It was hard. This shit is hard. Living is fucking hard. Like, holy shit, man. Don't want to clarify with another deck. I don't know. Because I'm looking at my World of Warcraft deck. But this is your powerful ass. You're the Godfather. You're the reluctant leader. You're the person who realized maybe later in life 29 is significant. Somebody's in the middle of their Saturn return. When I fucking tell you my birthday's been bullshit since it came, like when you turn 29, all hell breaks loose. And then you're looking at your life in totality, like what the fuck? And then not only are you doing that, you're looking at everybody's life around you too, like fuck, your life fucking sucks too. I'm sorry. That's why the Judgment card is out here. That's why we saw 20 swords. Like, you're mentally, not only are you mentally kicking your own ass, you're also mentally evaluating yourself in every decision that you've ever made. That's why you keep looking back at everything. I'm surprised we haven't laid out on the 9 of fucking pentacles. But like, holy shit. Cause like, I'm not gonna say that. Mm, I'll put it like this. Like, I looked at my parents' lives and I'm like, fuck, man. And that's how I'm gonna put it. And then it's just like a few friends, because I left the state. Like, I left like my home state for 6 years and came back. I look back at a couple of my friends and I'm like, still 30 30s on the clock. That the next birthday you have is gonna be the best birthday of your life. Cause 29, my God. Anyway, you did the work and you chose to heed the lesson. 731 is significant. So, is there a 31st day in July? Probably. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah. 31 days in July. And like, each knuckle is 31 days. That's why you count in between. If it falls in between, so January, February, there's not 30 days. But yeah, you're taking an evaluation of everyone around you, and you're cutting off and discarding who no longer aligns with you, or who no longer has similar principles, or who's not striving for more in life. You're cutting off all those still people. Like, still, even if there was no falling out, they've been loyal, you've been loyal, and there's everything is as good as gravy. You're just no longer in alignment anymore, and that's okay. That's what a leap of faith looks like. That's what a new beginning looks like. That's what growing apart looks and feels like. Not everything has to be a knockdown, drag out, detrimental situation like it's fucking Baddies Australia, or like it's the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, where you break up and make up every goddamn season because you're fucking powerful. Holy shit. This is you. Whether you the man or the woman, the godfather, the godmother, this is you. Mind you, they're both upright. The last reading I did, they were both in reverse twice. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Mind you, we haven't even laid eyes on the emperor or the empress. You are the most powerful motherfucker out here. Don't forget that shit. I'm not clarifying with another deck. I don't feel like it. You were overwhelmed for a long period of time. That's why justice is ruling in your favor. They had to take all these burdens up off you. You had to learn to listen to your intuition. That's why the high priestess is out here, and you're listening to it. Pomegranate. Somebody likes Hades and Persephone. This is going to be a short one, because I'm not going in with another deck. I don't feel like it. 511 is significant. 523 is significant. 97 babies are significant. 98 babies are significant. 99 babies, because y'all haven't smacked y'all Saturn return yet. It's not for the weak. This shit's gonna suck. But you're gonna make it through that shit, because you have a new beginning coming. You do. You're birthing a new idea. You're birthing your new self, which that shit sound crazy. 338 is significant, but whenever you're reborn, whenever you decide to break the pattern and choose something new, you're reborn. You're resurrected, or whatever fucking rhetoric that people fucking use in the spiritual community. I just don't subscribe to that shit. You see it in there? The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor because you accepted the changes. You might got a lover coming. And you're also focused on your self-love. That's why justice is ruling in your favor, because you're dedicated to making yourself better, not chasing another person to make them fix what someone else broke, because you're not dedicated to being fixed. You're dedicated to bettering yourself. There is a fucking difference. You were aimless and directionless for a long time. You were spineless for a long time. It's okay. I'm not going to say everyone has been, but the majority of people have been broken, have been hurt, have been done wrong in some way, shape, or form. Some people wallow in it, but if you found me, you don't. You learn your lesson and you keep that shit pushing. That's why the Fool card is upright. That's why the Ace of Pentacles is right here. That's why, like, the happiness and success is before you, because you're powerful. The Hierophant's upright. The High Priestess is upright. The Empress is upright. You learn how to nurture yourself and stop accepting illusions. That's why the fucking Ten of Pentacles is out here. That's why the fucking Eight of Wands is a stability card in this deck. Because in a different deck, it's not stability. It's like fast forward movement and shit. It's crazy. But you were directionless. It happens. Sometimes people get lost, but you found yourself. You didn't turn into Real Housewives of Salt Lake City or Baddies Atlanta. Is that a... That's a real one, right? Baddies Atlanta. Or were they always in Atlanta? I hate Natalie Nunn, so don't quote me. I caught 3, 4, 5, 6 on the clock. But you closed out this cycle. You had all of your full circle moments. You learned your lessons. What's left? Where you want me to tie this up? All right. Yeah, because I'm about to eat after this. I heard seduce a man for food. No, no, no. Seduce a man with food. I mean, he ain't going to be mad. Because my grandma always told me the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Oh my God. Really? Really, really, really? That lover's card is out there because you about to find your person. But only when you find yourself is when you find your person. Thank you for being here with me. Oh, like and subscribe. Well, if you wish to do so. But thank you for being here. Somebody likes cigars. When we pull up, back to back in European cars. Somebody likes Boys in Blue, or somebody might be crippin'. Your whips new, but they not newer than ours. Boys in Blue by Slim Thug. It's that one that hang with the blue game like a crip set. Hey, if the dope boys and the gang members find my spiritual page, it's gonna be kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie, that shit would be cool as fuck. That's fine, just like, you know. Funny enough. I'm just saying, it's okay to want this. You can want whatever you want. Because the Hierophant, I'm not gonna lie, is like a traditional card. Like, do I subscribe to conservative views? No. Do I subscribe to liberal views too? Also no, because if you go too far left, you get fucking stupid. But if you go too far right, you also get fucking stupid. So, and no, I'm not a centrist because they don't stand for shit either. And it's just a precarious place to be as a Gen Z, okay? Especially in politics. Everybody's pissing me off. That's where I stand on that. All right, where are we going with this? Ooh, you're obsessed with someone. You like to watch movies. Someone's moving. You think they're intelligent and godly and clean and silly and goofy, and that came out anyway? Oh my God. I can Whoa. Did y'all see High Priestess fall over there? I mean, I told you got a new beginning coming. Come on. Come on. Listen. Listen about Beyonce's significant. Tell me I'm fucking lying. Cause you really that nigga, you really that bitch, you really that person, you really big dog. I keep telling y'all, if you found me, you're a powerhouse or a lighthouse. You a big dog out here because you do the work. Okay, here's what you need to hear. Not everybody. Ooh, mind you, this has never come out before. Okay, here's the thing. People don't want to do the work. And this is what I literally just learned from May when I got home. There are no shortcuts. Full stop. There are no shortcuts to any. No, there are no shortcuts because like the loophole I was thinking about was, well, if you got money or if your parents got, kind of, but it's still not a shortcut because you could still be a nepotism baby and a flop. Looking at you, Elon Musk, 38 on the clock. You might be 38 or your grandma might be born in 38. And if you got a grandma of grandma age, cherish that woman because these 30-year-old grandmas is the reason we losing recipes. I'm sorry. I said it. I did. You could drag me by my edges later. Actually, no, you can't because it came out anyway. No, don't accept the charges. Leave that motherfucker alone. Stop letting that motherfucker run your phone bill up. Anyway. Money moves. Somebody's a business owner. Somebody like to ball out. Somebody about to ball out on you or you about to ball out on a little lighthouse that you falling in love with. She gonna light your ass up too. She probably gonna cuss you out. Because when you cuss somebody out, the best cuss out is in silence. I'm gonna let that hang. But my point is, there's no shortcut to success. There's no shortcut to happiness. There's no shortcut to self-mastery or self-discovery. There's no shortcut to shit in life. Well, there's only one shortcut. That's a lie. I would say there's a shortcut to death, but no, even in taking it yourself, there's still no shortcut to it because you still got to execute. There's no shortcuts in life, full stop. Any loophole you find, there's still a process to get there. Ergo, there's no shortcut. See, you trying to find a loophole. I do it too. That's why when Dr. Johnson told me everybody in your life is either a fountain or a drain, I tried to find a loophole so fast. There isn't one. Full stop. You got a new beginning coming. Where I'ma leave it? No budget. Oh shit, I didn't expect this to come out. You falling in love with somebody. You might be reconciling with somebody. You might be trying again with somebody. But make sure that person is worth trying again with, because if they haven't did any of the work to find themselves, there's no go drink water. They telling you. There's no reason to try again. That's what I mean by breaking the pattern. Y'all saw that hella soon? This where I'ma leave it.